Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today the video that I'm going to be making is mainly we are going to be chatting a little bit about the 2025 lineup. We are going to be doing something that is called a mind map. So basically we are going to be making some decisions in here. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of what is on my mind when it comes to planners for 2025. Before we start, I'm going to turn on a candle. This is the candle for today. And if you don't know me, my name is V. I make so many videos about unboxing, a lot of stationery, a lot of planning, inks, fountain pens, anything related with paper. But today, I actually want to start kind of like planning or talking about 2025. Let's bring in this pen as well. So I just have a blank paper in here because I want to focus on 3 different topics. So I want to talk a little bit of what it worked this year when it comes to planners. I want to talk a little bit about what didn't work. Because I have been doing a lot of planning hopping in 2024. And then in here, we are going to talk a little bit about what I need for 2025. So these are 3 topics in here. So starting for, I think I'm gonna use this vanishing point. So starting with things that, let's see, things that didn't work, because there were so many things that didn't work in here. So things that didn't work were kind of like having any bulky planners. And in this one, I have one of them, it was a 2-page a day. That one did not work for me. Something else that didn't work, it was the A6 Hobonichi for memory keeping. And in this one, it was mainly because I needed more space. So that's something that didn't work for me. Something else that didn't work for me was the travelers. Mainly the inserts for those. And in this one, mainly the ones that were more into the standard size. I will still like to give one extra, kind of like more option or another try into the passport. So for this one, the standard, what didn't work were the dated ones. I did like a lot the undated ones. So these ones work out for me. Something that didn't work a lot for me either was planner hopping. I mean, I did get to a planner that I really like right now, but for planner hopping, I feel like now on 2024, I have all my memories and all my planning in so many different kind of areas. Something else that didn't work and it was related with planner hopping in here, it was having one book for everything. I only try to have one for everything when I try rings, but I did really like rings, so rings was okay. But rings did not work for memory keeping. Because the main reason for this one was archiving. So again, archiving didn't work for me, mainly when it comes to rings. So this was something that I really need to remember, because rings is still kind of like get me into, I want to get into that space. Some other things that didn't work for me, what else didn't work for me? I think that's as of right now. Oh no, something else that didn't work for me was having a health tracker or health planner that was separated, like on its own. And also having a more like a money related finance tracker that didn't work out either. So that's actually a lot of things that didn't work out in here. Something that did work and I really like it is that the A6 Haugen, that one worked out really well when it comes to inks. I absolutely love that one. So this is something that maybe I may keep for next year. Something else that really worked and I really still love is rings, but the TN. So the other rings that didn't work out for me were the rings that were like personal size. Those didn't work out for me. And the thing that didn't work out for me was like, for some reason, the space. But for this one, the rings in the TN, this one work out both. I really like my TN standard. And I also really liked a lot the TN passport. The thing that worked out the most for the passport one, it was having my wallet. And also having kind of like a monthly insert. So these two things in here were the things. I also really like having blank pages. And this one worked a lot when I was going to some kind of like traveling and getting stamps and stuff like that. In the TN rings, it really worked out a lot having blank pages again. The other thing that really worked out for me on 2024 for rings was like weekly plan. That one I really like to plan into that one. But this one, let's put an asterisk because we know already that archiving in here is not good. So we need to really pay attention in there. Then the other thing that really worked and I absolutely love is my commonplace. In this one, it really worked to just have a blank notebook. And in this one, the notebook that I used was a A5 size. I really like having the A5 to kind of like get all of that in the commonplace. The other thing that it really worked again was that I realized that for memory keeping, this one in specific, having the Hobonichi A5, but having the avec, because something that did not work at all is the Hobonichi cousin full year. That one did not work at all, and I don't even want to buy one in here. So let's put that didn't work. So this one in here is something that I really want to get again. Something that always works, but at the same time, I don't know, is the Hobonichi Weeks. And it's because the Hobonichi Weeks is really portable and it has all year and it's really slim. That's something that I really like. This one in here specifically, it worked out for work a lot. And it also worked out when I was using the Mega. I really like that one for more like planner. And something that I need to keep in mind. Let's put another one in here. Keep in mind. For this one, I need to keep in mind two things. So I'm going to do it with this one that is a little bit darker. One thing that I need to keep in mind is that planner does not cross over with memory keeping. And then the other thing that I need to keep in mind in here is the memory keep cannot be together with a diary or kind of like, yeah, more dear diary. So these things cannot be together. So I need to keep that in mind. So other thing that really worked this year, what else did I use that I think I really work? Yes, I just literally put it here, having a dear diary. And for this one, what it really worked was having a notebook that was undated, sorry. And the reason why this work is because if some days I don't have anything to actually kind of like put in there, it's okay. It doesn't really work. something that I really like and that it works for me is the gossip journal. And in this one, again, this one with the gossip journal, it has to be a notebook that is undated. That really worked out for me. And this is only in cases that I really want to talk something that my family told me and I cannot tell anyone. That's my secret journal. Then the other thing that worked out and I looked for is the 1 question a day. And then something that actually kind of like worked and didn't work. So let's try to do some kind of crossover in here. Let's do this a little bit thicker in here because this kind of worked and didn't work. So we kind of need to figure out this. This one that didn't work, it was like gratitude. So this one in here is one that I actually need to really think for next year how I'm gonna do it. I know that what didn't work was mainly, so for this area, what didn't work was having it in a separate planner because I forget to do it sometimes and then I lose track of it and just don't do it. But what it worked, it was to actually be more mindful every day, because I feel like this actually helped me to look at the positive things and yeah, to just look at the positive things during the day. And sometimes I get too enclosed into the negative, so I don't really see that big positive thing that happened during the day. So what worked was, again, the question a day. This one that it really worked good in the TN standard, but I don't know if I'm gonna use the TN standard, but the thing that it worked mainly for a question a day was having a horizontal weekly. That really I really like that. It also worked a lot having some planner covers, because I realized that with planner covers, I feel like I'm having a new planner every month or every quarter. So if I just change the cover of the planner, it feels like a new planner. So that's the feeling I feel that this is gonna help me a lot with what planner hopping in here, that we know that this didn't work. Feeling of something new. So I think those are in there. What really worked too was having a tracker. This didn't work years before, and what happened, it was that having trackers, but only in the Hobonichi avec. Because for some reason I really like it, and this I realized that needs to be together with daily and weekly, because otherwise I forget and don't do it. So I think those are the things that I kind of, there is one main thing that didn't really work, and this is mainly try out things because of social media. And also, there is something that I really need to keep in mind, and is that the more planners I have, the more that I want to switch planners. So I need to really keep in mind to have less planners and just make it work for what I need. So the more I have, the more I use. And other thing that I need to keep in mind is that I try to implement this, but if like influencer or something like that post something or is posting something that actually doesn't agree with what I actually need of the year and what I want to do, I can always stop watching them. I don't have to kind of like stop following them, but I can just scroll. I don't need to see that. So if an influencer is in another space than mine, it's okay to just mute. because sometimes I feel like I would like to watch everyone and I cannot do that. So for things that I need, actually, there are some things that I already talked didn't work and work. So what I need is, and here we know that we need a memory planner. So we need a memory planner, and for a memory planner, I need it to be A5, mainly. I need it to be in a place that is not too bulky. I also need it to be dated because this is something that didn't work. I think I mentioned it already, but undated has more anxiety for memory keeping. So I need something that is more like dated so I can actually work in that. So I need something dated, and I also need it to be fountain pen. I need it to be fountain pen friendly because I love my fountain pens. So that's for memory in here. The other thing that I need is a planner. And for this planner that I need is more like a functional thing. So this, what I need it to be is that I need it to be portable. For this one, I needed to have months and weeks. It doesn't have to have days. So days is irrelevant. And for this one in here, again, I need it to be dated because undated, I just get lost. So the other thing that I need to have in here is trackers. So that's something that I really need so I can keep my life on track. Let's do this so I can make sure I talk about everything. I need my diary. And I also need in here, I already talked about memory, planner functional. I need a planner for work because I work from home and I need to take so many notes sometimes. And the things about like gossip journal, this one in here, I'm gonna put notes on the ones, let's do that later, I think, or actually now that we are talking about needs. So let me just take another fountain pen in here so we can get another color going. So the things that I already have that I don't need to buy for next year because I don't need it, I have it and I'm not gonna change. So the thing that I already have is like, I already have the gossip journal, so I don't need to buy this one. Then I have already a commonplace, so I don't need to buy any other one of the commonplace. Covers, I will still like to buy other covers to just see how it goes. And then yeah, I think diary and those things. I don't know if I'm gonna buy any language learning, so language learning, I just put it around here so we cannot remember. So language learning, for this one, maybe what we need is a blank notebook. This one just needs to have weeks. That's all I need. I don't know if I need monthlies or anything, so maybe just a blank notebook and I can do like a DIY thing. But when it comes to trackers, I need a space that all trackers are all in one, so enough space for many. I'm tracking so many things. I am tracking my sleep. I'm tracking also let's just put it like this. Tracking my sleep. I'm also tracking the weather. I'm tracking my temperature. I am tracking birthdays. I am also tracking events, holidays. I am tracking work hours. And I am tracking, what else am I tracking? I think those are the things: sleep, weather, temperature, birthdays, events, holidays, work hours. I'm tracking energy as well. So this needs to have enough space to have them all together, and this, let's put it in here because I kind of like to see the data of those things and combine them. So this is what I need. Then for the diary, to be honest, I need it to be small. I realized that a diary when it's big, so let's put it in here, like a big space. For diary, didn't work. So I need a small notebook. I need it to be grid because that's what I prefer. And basically that's it. And this doesn't have to have no dates at all. So for work, I basically just need monthly. And I also need it daily because I need to take notes every day. So that's basically what I need. So what I wanted to talk is some of the options that I'm trying to decide that I actually want for each of these ones in here. So for this one, I don't know if I have any other colors. I think I have blue in here. So for memory keeping, I think because Hobonichi is gonna be having the release pretty soon. As I mentioned, I'm like filming this weeks before the Hobonichi release. So yeah. So for memory keeping, I am gonna get a Hobonichi avec. And this is going to be the cousin. So A5 size. This is what I'm thinking. For memory, I think I'm really set on a stone on this one. Other thing that didn't work, oh my god, this didn't work at all, and I spent a lot of money on this, is a sterling ink. Sterling ink for me did not work. I bought so many planners, I spent so much money, and didn't work at all. So yeah, the other thing, that planner for functional, so this one in here, I need to have a weeks because that's the size that I like the most. I'm trying to decide, but I know I'm gonna get a weeks for something like this. The other thing that I forgot to mention in here is that I need a question a day. And this one I needed in a horizontal planner. It doesn't matter the size or anything like that. And I also need a little bit for my wallet. So my wallet planner. So these ones are set in stone. For trackers, I decided that I'm gonna keep tracker everything in my Hobonichi avec. So we already have that. For my dear diary, my friend gave me some TN size insert. So I may try to do a TN or maybe a Moleskine. This is where it gets tricky because I still don't know about these ones. So I have to decide. For this one for work, I am going with a A6, and this one is the techo, or a A6 home. I am still have to decide this. I have like a week and a half before Hobonichi actually releases this, and I have to buy it. So this is something that I really need to pay attention. For a question a day, so I have two ideas for this one. I am deciding whether or no for the question a day I want another weeks, or if I want to just divide the weekly section in my Hobonichi avec, use it for the question a day, and then use the weeks for the things that I'm using here. I'm still gonna decide. So this one is still on hold. So far I know that I just need these things. So I'm just gonna look into this. But so far I already decided which one I need. I wanna get the least amount of planners. So mainly like this, a planner, a memory keeping, and a diary. And then the work one that is different. So this is where my mind is right now. As you guys can see, my mind is a little bit crazy. There is a lot of things to think about, what I want or what I don't want. I don't know. In case you guys ask me, I still love my tin rings. I don't know if I'm gonna have it with anything inside. It worked really good with blank pages, so I may have it with that. The TM passport, that is the wallet planner, I'm still deciding whether or not I want to use the TN rings that I have, or if I want the TN Jazz passport without the ring. So this one I still have some time because this release is not happening yet. So whether I decide this or no, I already have some inserts. So I don't know if I wanted a rings, but if I want rings, I have some inserts. I just have to set it up. And if I want the passport, this one, I'm just gonna get it dated because yeah, your girl needs dates. But basically that's it. I already decided the Hobonichi avec is gonna be part of my 2025. Avec is gonna be part of my 2025, and then a small diary. Then the commonplace, I already have, as I mentioned, the A5 size. This one is not gonna be like every day. It's a commonplace notebook. So I already have many Hobonichi notebooks that I'm gonna use. And then the Gopsy journal, I already have some traveler's notebook insert. So that's basically what's going on in my mind. This is what I know that I need. And when I say I need, it's because I know that this helps me organize my life. I cannot combine work with memory. That doesn't work. And I cannot combine the functional with work either. I can combine it with the memory one, but then at the end of the year, I feel like I still want to see what happened at the half of the year, and I cannot see that because it's a different planner. So even if these two collide and I copy some information in this memory one, it's gonna be okay. I still need a functional that is with me all the time. So that's why I have this wallet planner and the functional one. But let's see which ones I do. The wallet one is sometimes I just have it in the wallet. It's really good to just have a little monthly. This, I don't need anything else. The only thing that I need is monthly. And this is mainly when I go to the doctor or anything, I can just see that. But yeah, I think this is exactly what I need for 2024. And the main planners is going to be like 4: memory, functional, diary, and work. And then everything else is not gonna be on a daily usage. It's going to be more like a part. I'm not gonna get into many planners because the more I have, the more I use. I know that Hobonichi works for me. I'm gonna use Hobonichi. I made an order from Whatttupv paper. It's coming up, but I don't know if that planner is gonna work for me because of the paper. I'm really particular with the paper. I tried so many different papers this year. I know the Hobonichi paper works for me. I'm okay with the pen ghosting a little bit in the back, but yeah, Hobonichi works for me. Sterling it doesn't work. Even if it's amazing planner, I'm not gonna use that one. And I know the diary, the 2-page a day didn't work. So I'm just gonna try to not be influenced by social media next year. And I'm actually really happy that I did this. Well, didn't work and work because it kind of like helped me more like visualize what I need and just the things to keep in mind. So I feel a little bit better now that I wrote all of this and got it out of my mind. But at the end of the day, it's like, as I mentioned in other videos, this year I realized that what I want, I didn't do what I want because of course I will want every single planner out there. But what I need and what I want are things that are totally different, and I need to really learn that because otherwise I'm going to be spending tons of money next year in planners that are not going to work for me. So this is everything for this video. Thank you so much for following along into this crazy mind map of mine. But let me know what are your thoughts for 2025 and if you are in this planner thinking chaos as well as me. But that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys whenever I get any of these planners to show you and do the unboxing and explain how I'm gonna use them. But that's all. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.